Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. But then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
So, I don't get that so far. But knowing how there's dialogue, I'm not going to be talking a lot in this in general because of dialogue, but also because it's like 12:31. So I'm trying to keep it down for the rest of the people in my house. But this is one of the times where it's quiet enough to record. So, yeah. You probably didn't need to know that. The more you know. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Loading screens are always a fun thing to do. There we go. Okay. Come on.
The kid was
there we
looking
go.
down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book,
I
they'll
love
leave
the
you alone."
narrator in this
"My
game.
mother died for this book! I promised her I'd protect you." Oh, damn it. The kid
Wait,
had run off.
That's no kid.
With the book, of course.
He's like a teenager.
So Reynardo had to run after him.
Okay. So I have a sword? Ooh, that's so cool. Okay, oh, so I'm like a fox. It's like Star Fox. What's down here? Can I, like... Okay. I guess I'm running after the kid. Can I do, like, Legend of Zelda and, like... No, I can't. Okay, let's go after the kid. Where'd you go?
The two ravens were staring at the kid
boy.
like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains.
Those ravens are big.
Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
So the narrator is going to be speaking to the whole, like, everyone, I guess? I mean, that's kind of a narrative stop. Ooh, okay. When an enemy is about to attack... Alright. I'm like the Batman of this world. I'm BA. One bad apple. Okay, let's go. I gotta find the white rabbit.
A dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
They probably did. Okay, so hold to grab, aim, release to throw. So I'm gonna throw you off then. And you should fall. Okay. And you're done.
Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you. Try and stop me,
This
laughed the
kid.
kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away.
Does he
Had to hand
have
it to
a
the
hero
kid.
sword?
He was an idiot, but he had
Is
guts.
my sword a hero sword?
Where was
Wrong
Renato
sword.
going to get a hero sword?
I'm a hero. I'm assuming this chest down here. Can I break everything? No, break anything. Before I open the chest.
You could forge
Oh,
a hero's sword here, but I'm going to need ore.
I guess I gotta open the sword. So, crafting, blah, 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 blah. Don't need to know how to do that. What is here? So, Void Blade, Winter Thorn, Firestorm, and of course the Hero Sword, which is like a Final Fantasy Buster Sword. Okay. No, stop. So I'm gonna need ore. That's probably what's in the chest.
I hope nobody minds if I use this stuff.
Here.
A hero sword.
Upgrade it.
QED.
Craft your first sword. What is wind distance? Wait, wind distance is what is that? Okay, so it won't let me upgrade blade. That's just great. I guess I can't switch my blades.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renado's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
It's like a battle.
He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter,
That is
giggling
not
at him.
too
How'd you
far
get
to jump.
across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid.
Hey,
Look out behind you,
this is
Q,
family friendly.
said Renato. Ah, ravens.
I can do it. They're not. Chop them down with a blade.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid.
Can I not? Oh, what
He
is
took
this?
his way across the ledge and chased the kid down.
Wait.
Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. Damn it. Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Wait, use altar to learn new skills. My hook. Give me my hook. I don't care. I want my hook.
It was
All
starting
right.
to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking.
Wait.
The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
If I'm grasping the story so far, I think Stories, The Path to Destinies, I think this is a sequel game? I don't know. But the way this is like sounding
There
to me
was the Farfarer.
makes it seem like
She was the
it's a
fastest
story,
ship
like
he'd
it's
ever
like
known.
a sequel game.
She could do the Kestra run in 12 furlongs. Well, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No!
This kid's
Peter!
Peter
The kid ran
Rabbit.
for it. And a
Come on.
gauntlet nailed him with its ivy.
What? Oh my god, is he dead? Oh god. Ooh, ew, gross. Kid, please don't be dead.
The
Please don't
book
be dead.
was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes and a kid-sized pile of ashes.
He's dead.
Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated
Okay.
home life anyway.
For the kid, Peter Rabbit, you were a good kid. But now it's time.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur.
Trophy.
And now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life! It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion.
Those games were actually
If Renato could only rescue
like a Telltale game.
Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
Damn. That's deep. I like this game already. Okay. Build the Sky Ripper. The rebellion was out of time and Renato needed a game changer. An ancient artifact that had defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer. Okay, so this is just repeating what happened. I feel like this would be a better game for a live stream, so I can actually, like, listen to what you guys want me to do, but I don't know what to do. Because you could build a game-changing weapon that could, like, change this war. Or I could make a new old friend and save, basically I could save my old friend's life. Even though Lapino wasn't what everyone would consider a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. Okay, this is tough. Okay, let's break it down. An artifact that could change the whole entire war. Could rebuild it by first getting his armature. I don't know what that is. But this could basically, like, be help rebels win. But if I've learned anything about rebels is that they always lose. And the bad part about building the Sky Ripper is, okay, we built it. But what if we lose it? I mean, okay, so this is an artifact that defeated lost gods. And if we lose that to the enemies, then they could burn us or whatever this thing does, and I don't really want that to happen. So I'm gonna go with this one.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble given time, but he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
Okay, because I feel like this is that's a better choice to go with. Because if we lose him, you'll possibly be able to rescue him again, but he's also not a deadly weapon that can kill people. I mean, he can kill people, and he's got his schemes, but he's not like an ancient artifact that defeated gods. Like, it's best to go with him where he can actually think of something. a thinker over a weapon that could backfire on you.
Peppino
is
had
definitely a
apparently
better choice.
managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the ravens?
That's cool. Gems. Gotta get me them gems.
That's my order, thought Renato. He was such a wit.
I like the description at level 1. Current level 1. Looks bad apple. I can't do anything with those. What about gems? Do I have any gems? I don't have any gems. So we're just gonna continue then. Nope, still not Zelda. Oh, cool.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
So can I jump down on them? Or is it gonna like place me? Oh wait, no, those aren't ravens, those are just rocks. Oh no, wait. Oh, those are ravens.
The ravens had taken the town. Renato had seen villages emptied like this. All the people taken away to be sacrificed in the Emperor's secret rituals. Renato hoped the people were just hiding. Renato's
There's
blood
the
was up.
Zelda part.
He just needed to smash something.
This obviously is fire sword, which I do not have crafted yet. So this game is basically put me in Star Fox slash Legend of Zelda a bit, slash I don't know what else slash, but you get the idea. This game is basically a bunch of games mixed into one thing as far as I know. Well, there's a hero sword to open this door. Oh, there we go. Slash Kingdom Hearts right there. Get the sword opens the door kind of thing.
Can't we just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
Is this like hold down? Oh no, just toss it. No, this game is just like a bunch of things I can use I feel like ninja skill.
Ravens
that.
were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast.
Wait.
Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Indeed, where is the mad rabbit? Lupino, my only friend, where'd you go? Okay, we're gonna open this. Give me them gems. Okay.
Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. It was starting to come back to him.
So I have a dash.
Something you
here.
never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking.
Dude,
The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
I'm like frickin' Sonic the Hedgehog and Cloud Strike from Final Fantasy now. Shwa! Now I'm back. This game is just like dust and easy. I don't know. I'm just thinking locked you. This is amazing. Grab some of you and like
learned so much. It was time to
Level
turn it
9.
into something he
Level
could
6 or
use.
something like that. Chow, chow. Open the door. Plus, I'd imagine that'd have to be bad for the sword. Like the tip of the blade, scratching it across the floor like that. Perfect strike, defensive reflex, aggressive defense, health, and speed. I think I want to upgrade speed. Triangle door.
over
Oh
here.
yeah, I forgot. Okay, that was totally a remix of Get Over Here. Freaking not playing Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just here to. And now we've entered Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7 right here. Let me guess. I'm gonna save him, and he's gonna get killed
Dirty
by a
and bloody,
long-sworded
Renato finally
man
reached Lapino.
stabbing his best friend.
The
in
rabbit
back.
was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia.
We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. On the
What I
other
don't
hand,
understand
he
is
could
how
still
did
get to the
frog-
core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Okay, here's what I don't know so far. And that is, how can a frog have a cat as a kid? Because, I mean, that's his daughter, and she's like a freaking cat. Anyway. Renardo and Lapino were together, but Renardo still needed a game changer to save the rebellion. Maybe Lapino was right. Maybe they should go kidnap the Emperor's only daughter and greatest general, Zenobia. Extracting her intel out of her would turn the tide of in the Civil War. I don't think that's a good idea. First of all, she's his only daughter. That could cause a lot of trouble. Secondly, once again, it's giving me another option to go get the Sky Ripper, and I feel like I should go with it this time because I can actually get... I can... At least I'll have a piece of it. The Eye of the Lost God must hold great power. Renardo and Lapino... This is such a confusing name thing. Back together and blah 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 blah. Even though Renardo could no longer get the Sky Ripper's armored core, its core was still within reach. Maybe he could still harness its power with Lapino's help. I feel like that's a better bet. Because it sounds to me like the Sky Ripper is some kind of Triforce thing where you need like all 3 pieces, except in this case 2 pieces. It's one of those ultimate weapons where you need like 2 pieces. I feel like this is the better one.
To make the Sky Ripper, the Transcendent Emperor had wrapped an armature around the eye of a god. Bernardo had already let that armature slip away to save Lapino's life. But even its core, the eye torn from a god, surely they could fashion a great weapon from that.
The core of the Sky Ripper? Lapino's excited. That's an actual thing that we could just go and get. You've been busy.
He sure
Here's the
had.
thing that I thought
Bernardo
about
told
this.
him all the
I
things
know,
he'd been
I'm
up to.
kind of spacing out.
Soon they got
it's
to
like
talking about old
12:52
times,
now.
about wages they'd won and
That
lost,
eye
and scrapes
is
they'd barely got out of. It was
And
good to be back with his
the
friend.
Emperor has
Bernardo
the armored
grinned.
core,
He had a very good
and that's
feeling
only
about
one
this.
piece. But if I went and captured his daughter, odds are that he wouldn't trade for her. He wouldn't do anything like that because first of all, he's evil. Secondly, he already has the most powerful weapon. What's he need his daughter for if he can have anything he wanted? He could wipe out the rebellion. So if we have one piece and he has the other, all we need to do is get the other. I like this game so far because it's making me think of things, and there
It's
are
beautiful here.
consequences.
Thought Bernardo. He was
it's like
thrilled to
I'm
be back
getting
with
a
his old
different
war
story
buddy.
from other
He
people who
missed the
played
mad
this game.
rabbit, but something
Chapter
was
2,
not
I have
quite
a bad
right.
feeling about this. So, since this is actually chapter 2, we're gonna go on ahead actually. And crap. Because I'm assuming that they're gonna open up a new game plus for me when I beat this, based on the fact that the sky, when I rescued Lupino, there was that fire door and I couldn't craft a fire sword. Now they're actually giving me like I'm collecting more gems.
Who needed
to get the
bridges
sword.
anyway?
Okay, I went the wrong way. Crap. Well, we're stuck. Never mind, I went the right way. Give me them gems! What is this thing? This is like a teleporter? It's a teleporter. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna teleport over here. What's this? Jump down. Not yet. What's down here? Yep, see, if I jumped down, I would have missed this. And I kind of need this. All I need is a workbench. So now we can jump down. Whee! I want to know where Lupino is in all of this. Ignore that part. I totally am not going to be posting the Elder Scrolls Online. That was a lie. Ooh. More gems.
I wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
A new sword.
There
Also
was
forgot I could
something
dash.
sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Water essence. Okay, so now I don't know what kind of sword I want to make, because now I have water essence, wind essence, and fire essence. Oh boy. Am I gonna get into my first boss battle? Nope.
Where did that go to?
Where, what? Oh no! First, so much for no hits. And there it is again. Okay, so now I actually need a block. Oh, we should probably talk about that teleport.
Renato felt wrong all over. He could feel an almost palpable sickness in the air. And if the land could have tumors, they would look like these monstrous crystals. The forest was quieter than it had been. There were insects, but few birds. He didn't count the ravens. Renato smelled sick animals and dying ones. No healthy ones. And getting a bad feeling about this, Renato thought. Maybe Lupino was right. Maybe they should have kidnapped Zenobia instead of coming here.
Did I really make a bad choice now? This is like it's pretty except box. And I'm not assassinating people. I'm a hardcore warrior chopping. Look at that attack. No other games than these attacks like that.
Renato felt ready to become faster, stronger, bolder. If only he could figure out which.
This is the eye? What is this? I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna grab it.
As he held the radiant icosahedron, Renato felt queasy, like dozens of tiny worms were nibbling his insides. It wasn't healthy to be so close to the eye of a god. How could he use it? He could take it to the observatory. The scientists there could tell him how to harness its ancient power. But honestly, Renato ached to get away from it. He brought the core back with him to the Farfarer. But honestly, Renato ached to be rid of it.
Tell you what, said Lupino. I'll take it to the observatory. You attack the Imperial outpost. The Imperial outpost was a vital communications node. Taking it could shatter the Empire's ability to coordinate. And it would be full of secret plans and maps and maybe even rebel prisoners. It was a good target for a hero like Renato. But what if Lupino got the core and then broke it or lost it? Or worse?
Was Renato ready to take that risk? Maybe it was better if he brought the core to the scientists himself.
No, the core was too far important to entrust to Lupino. I agree with that. The core of the Sky Ripper without the armature, there had to be a way to tap its power. The scientists at the Nexus would certainly know how to do that. No, it was too risky. He would have carried the core himself. Even doing so would expose him to its unhealthy aura. Okay, so it is kind of... He is a friend, but I don't really trust him in a way that he stole a Pegasus, and he sold it. And on top of that, he's also not really a good, trustworthy person, I guess you could say. Even though he's a friend, it doesn't sound like... I don't think I want to trust him, but then again, if I go here... Okay, see, this is what is concerning me right now. Blue and then red. It's like blue is the obvious choice, you know, you want to make that choice because blue always means like good things. Anything to get rid of the creepy feeling, Renato thought. Core of the Sky Reaper, even without the armature, if he could rely on Lupino to bring the core to them, Renato would instead assault the Imperial outpost and gain valuable intel for the rebellion. He could also stay away from the core's unhealthy aura. See, that's a problem. The core is very unhealthy, and it could have some side effects later on in the game, which I don't know about. But if I take it myself, I think I have... Okay. Even though he's our friend and he can be a con artist, I feel like you can trust him for this part. But Renato also seems like he cares in the sense that he doesn't want to give it to him because then Lupino will experience its unhealthy aura. But it sounds to me like at the moment Lupino only cares about money, even though he is a rebel spy. So giving Lupino the eye, he could possibly double cross us and sell it. So I think I'm gonna have to go.
Lupino was a touchy rabbit. Renato knew that. You're brave, I know, Renato said. But this is what I was hired to do.
At least let me run ahead and warn the scientists you're coming.
So, Lupino was intent on being a hero, just like him. War made sensible men crazy for glory, and Lupino had never been sensible. But what was the harm? Lupino might well trip over a hornet's nest of ravens. But that was better than ravens lying in ambush, wasn't it? They finished the trip to the Nexus in silence. Renato had no sooner rescued his friend than he was putting him back in danger. All right, he finally said as they landed. Go.
It's such a hard task to choose this game. I'm not good at choice making, for those of you who don't know me. And I'll prove it when future gameplay will be Tales from the Borderlands. I got that for free as well, and I want to play that for this channel, so hopefully you guys will be excited for that, because I am. And then you can see how bad of a decision maker I really am.
As Renato watched Lupino vanish on the horizon, he could feel nausea building in him. He felt ill. Could his knees really be aching this much? But how could he have handed the core off to Lupino?
So that green aura
That was a recipe for disaster.
Be the
Renato felt a little better.
So that green aura must be the eye and the effects of the eye. And I don't think this is good to be carrying around, but I have no other option. Oh, never mind. scientists. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. The core is killing me. Yeah, it's killing me slowly. Oh crap, I gotta hurry.
Imagine if you built a house on one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
I need to find food. I need food fast. Okay. Now I need a whistle. Food? Food? No food? Food? Use the altar.
He'd
I need
missed his
this.
old skills. He welcomed them back like it was at a reunion.
I'm gonna. Ooh, boy, that's not good. I'm unfortunately right now.
Renato felt worse. All his joints were aching now. He'd been through beatings that felt better than this.
Good.
So the core had a kind of poison that could harm you without even touching you. That's new. Well, it had power. The rebellion needed something with power. And how was this any worse than a sword wound? Well, a death by sword was sudden and fair. This was just squalid. A piecemeal death, like old age.
Oh, no. I gotta go back down. I missed the chest. Oh, I just hope I can make it back down in time. Go back down, please. I'm not gonna make this. I'm probably gonna. Okay, before I go down. Let me grab these apples. Can I not go back? Are you serious? Ah, dang it. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna have to go back for that chest at a later time then.
Renato had given up in the Sky Ripper's armature to save his friend Lupino. But without its armature, Sky Ripper's core was a deadly poison.
Oh man, I could have made the sword. Again, that's a lie, you didn't see that. Allows one to heal oneself.
His trusty
Go
old
back.
sword was always a little better when he sharpened it.
I need to be healed. Okay, R2. There we go. Okay. No, I don't need apples as badly. Oh, dang.
Energy
Oh,
spheres.
frick.
Easy to dodge, but boy, did they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Oh boy. Can I switch this over now? Okay, whoa. That was close. Come on, Leonardo. You can do this. You can do this. Oh boy. I am really painful things now. Okay, wow. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. For a bar.
Ooh, Renato hated warlocks. The way they stayed back and lobbed pain and death from a distance. Cowards. Really dangerous, effective cowards.
How do I recharge my sword? I need to recharge it. I need something like fast. I'm at 4% health. doesn't look like it's going down anymore though, so I don't think I can necessarily die.
This chest smelled kind of funky. He hoped he didn't get it in his clothes.
Please give me some apples. Energy. Energy works for me. With energy, I can at least heal myself a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, this looks like the scientist's place. And it looks like it's damaged. Give me the goods.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists everywhere. Bernardo found the mad rabbit cowering under a desk. The ravens, they must have known we were coming, said Lupino. How did you... Well, see, I was doing a card trick with my lucky deck, and I kind of bobbled the cards, so I went under the desk to gather them up, and boom! I guess we'll have to take the car straight to the secret base. The secret rebel
I don't
base.
trust them anymore.
Yes. They had engineers there. But wait. Calaveras, the sage in the mountains. Maybe he would know what to do with the naked core.
Okay, so now they're different colors. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to go to the high sage. Because at this point, the way
The core was killing
the
him.
way this is sounding,
He needed help.
it
The
doesn't sound
sage
like
Calaveras had given him the maps to find the armature and the core.
It seems very dicey.
If
to me
anyone
right
knew
now.
the true name of the
And it
transcendent
seems kinda-
emperor, if
kinda
anyone knew how to
shady,
assemble the
fact
Sky
that he wants
River,
to
Calaveras
get
did.
the core.
If
He
anyone
wanted
could
to
heal
get the
Renato
core, he wanted
and
to
render
run
the core
ahead, he wanted
safe,
to
at least to
warn
his
the
bearer,
scientist. I went to rescue him.
surely it was he.
Perfectly fine. Now he wants to go take the core to the rebel base after seeing that and explaining how he dropped his lucky deck and it went under the table. No, that doesn't just happen. He is planning something, and I don't like it.
The base of the mountain was the only safe
So
place
I'm
for
gonna go to the
landing.
sage.
He would have to continue on foot, muscles aching. Calaveras was a scholar, not
Wow,
a
chapter
doctor.
4.
Could he really save Renato from the poison
Well,
radiating from the lost
chapter
god's
4,
eye he was so
I'm
recklessly
gonna end
carrying?
this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Hey guys, this has been another fantastic playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and as well as being patient with me. My audio work is not that great, but you know what? I'm getting better as I go along and as I play these games, and I'm just thank you guys for being there. And as always, I hope you enjoyed watching. See you guys next time.